why 1,000 have already gone on the day. Not only are you getting this beautiful sculpture of either the angel or the Christmas tree, but you're getting those great lights from within. You're getting movement. The angel's wings move. The star on top of the tree moves with those fiber optic lights as well. On top of that, it's customizable. You can change the lights, different colors, and added this year, upgraded from the angel last year, you can also get that crisp, clean, white, angelic light as well. If you remember last year, this was a big hit and it was at $119.95. We've lowered the price $20 and we've upgraded the look. The lights are brighter. You have more options now. You have a Christmas tree option now if you want. $99.95 from a brand that is multi-generational, that is family owned and operated, which you know if you shop with me, you know a couple of years ago I started my own Mr. Christmas tradition, and I just love everything they do, whether they're pushing the technology or whether they're giving us that nostalgic, warm home feel. And that's what we're giving you today in this today's special. You'll see the item number right there on your screen. See the movement here? Isn't that just lovely? Indoors or outdoors, color changing, color modes. And I'm so honored to have every time, Meryl, every time I see you here, I feel like I want to say thank you to you because of all the Mr. Christmas items we bring into our home. And my kids know when we start bringing Mr. Christmas items, that we love it, that it's the holiday season. But then you guys can also do something like this, which adds a little bit of that technology, which just gives it this magical look.
Oh, thank you, Ty. This is so special because this is really something that goes into it with so many details. We work with our engineers, we work with our designers to make something that's not only 3 feet tall, but that can go indoors, outdoors. We've updated and upgraded all the functions. We've given you a new option in the tree. We still have an animated element. We still have the fiber optics, but now you can have all of the multi-lights. You can have all of the white lights, but in the same piece. So you don't have to worry about buying a different item because there are going to be 8 different lighting effects in this very item. Now, Ty, you may have seen an outdoor angel and you may have seen an outdoor tree, but never one with these unbelievable fiber optics that are set into motion, that are brought to life and to light every evening. These can be on a 6-hour timer if you want them to be. You also have the option to stop the animation so that if you do want her wings to stop or you want that topper on the star, that star topper, not to rotate, you have that ability. We also listen to you. This is even easier to set up this year. So we made it so that all of these details could be easier and better functioning, and we put in even more details. And I love this shimmer effect. I love the way that it really just demonstrates the product so well. Look at the way the glow illuminates her entire bodice.
It does, and those fiber optics on there. So when we say fiber optics, we're talking about those lights that are kind of all throughout that kind of wire that you see on top of the star there. That's the fiber. That's kind of the magic. When you go, honestly, when you go to one of those major theme parks, they use fiber optics to really bring things to life. And that's what you're seeing in the wings. It's like embedded in there. Like, to get that right, you don't see that in a lot of items because to get that right, it ends up being very, very expensive when you're adding fiber optics. But you can see the difference between the light inside of the angel, the light on the wings as well. $99.95 for it to be customizable, for it to be whimsical. There's an ethereal feel to these as well. And there's also a movement. The way you guys designed this, almost like she's in the middle of moving. There's a movement here in the way this is flowing as well, and the same with kind of those like scalloped ends in that tree.
Exactly.
I gotta say, I know this would look beautiful outdoors, but I would love to have this indoors.
It's such a statement piece for indoors. It really is. You can put this on your mantle. Maybe you want the tree and have it classic on your mantle. Maybe you got the angel and you want to leave it out all year. I don't judge you at all. Maybe there's somebody you're remembering and you want to leave it out to commemorate them. I love the angel. We put her on our house last year as a guardian angel. My son came this year. He said, where's our angel protecting us? And I said, don't worry, we're gonna put her out, we're gonna put her out. And then my husband called me last night, he said, we need the new updated one because this color saturation, the way that it fills the space, the way that it looks, we've never done anything like this. And this is the brightest and boldest. Last year, we thought it was the best we'd ever done, okay? Ty, we really thought it was the best we'd ever done. But then, we updated it with these colors. We gave it 8 different functions, the white light and the multi in the same. And my grandfather started our family business by decorating store windows, by department stores, things that you would see these through the windows and you would put your hands up against the glass and say, look how magical that is. And now what we're doing is we're working with our engineers and our designers to be able to create something that you would see on a commercial level, but now you can bring it home and you can have this magic outside your home because these really are one-of-a-kind works of art. Look at the shimmery, shiny, look at the details in her dress.
Looks like she's floating and that dress is kind of just floating behind her. You mentioned those store windows, and if you think about it, when you go to a big city, you go to New York, you go to Chicago, that's what we look for, and this is exactly what you see with the fiber optics, with the color changing, right? And you think of the thousands of dollars they spend on these kind of shop windows and the decor. This is what you see.
It is.
This is exactly that. And with all of those color changing that now you can change, you can customize it to how you want it. It's under $100. You'll remember last year, it was $119.95. Not only is it upgraded this year, you have more options this year, you have brighter light this year. It is easier to put together this year. $99.95 to get this home. And I mentioned earlier when I was talking about this, whether you love to decorate and you're putting everything out, this will still stand out and be a showstopper piece. But maybe this year you think, you know what, I'm not gonna put everything out, but I do want that one piece to make me feel warm and home and holiday. This is that one piece. If you just want that one piece, this is it.
Exactly. You don't. If maybe you don't have, you can't get a huge tree this year. You can't have something that big. Have something that's 3 feet. Have something that can be a beacon of light, whether it's the angel or the tree or both. Maybe you're flanking your front door. Maybe you're putting these in your bay windows and having one in each window. Maybe you want the white light to be super classic and traditional. I love the footage from my home where we show these outside on the snowbank because I live in the snow. I left this out all year last year, Ty, and it withstood all of the elements. It was truly incredible. The way that these are made, they do look one of a kind. They look so incredibly beautiful. All of the lights embedded in the tree, in the body of the tree, in the angel, the details, the glitter in the angel's hair.
As we're getting a close shot on here,
there in her hand.
Everything that you're talking about, yes, I love that.
And when the lights come down even lower, you're able to see all of the points, the hundreds and hundreds of points of fiber optics in her wings. Look at that, just right outside your front door. It's as easy as popping these pieces together, plugging it in, and then you have this kind of magical show. This is so much more than a decoration. It is an experience. This is something that you're experiencing.
That's exactly right. Okay, we've brought the lights down here, and I want you to imagine in your home, right? You bring the lights down. Maybe you have a couple of lights on your tree, and that's it. That's how you like to spend those kind of nice warm evenings. Imagine this coming on in your home or outside even as people are passing by. This is going to be the piece that when people walk by, they stop for a moment.
They're going to stop. They're going to say, where did you get that? Because
that's
this is a show. They feel like they are at a department store and they're watching, and they'll take a picture and say, this is so unbelievable. This is, how did you find something like this? Did you make it? Did you create it? Because it looks like something that somebody would have created one of a kind. Those points of fiber optic, whether they're on the star, on the topper of the tree, or they're in her wings. And her wings have such a gentle, ethereal tone to them, right?
It is. There's a very calming effect to that. I'm just sitting here watching them. The wings move. It's mesmerizing. It is calming. You say it's ethereal. And the fabric that you guys use, I don't know, but it's perfect because it's picking up a little bit of that light. It's dispersing the light just enough. It's designed really well, but it's also kind of, you can see through it a little bit and you can see those lights underneath it.
Right. It has those lines of glitter on the front front, so it adds to the sculptural feel. It adds to that work of art feel. Because again, you may have seen angels and you may have seen trees, but you've never seen ones like this that pick up the light, that have that shimmer, beautiful finish on the exterior, have those glittery lines that give it a really sculptural and deep depth of a look. Now, to mention depth, they're both about 8 inches deep. So these both, if you have the option to remove the wings moving, so you can have them still, have the wings still, or you can set them in motion. Now, if you want them still, you could leave them still and you could put her on your mantle. As at 8 inches deep, these are gonna fit on a mantle or maybe a deep windowsill, or you can place them, you know, on the ground right outside your house. They come with stakes, they come with that 6-hour timer. The assembly is super easy to do. Really and truly, these are gonna be just put together. The different pieces will come separately so that the box isn't too big. So after the season, you can put this back together, take it apart and put it into a small box and store it, or you're gonna wanna leave this out. And I do not judge you if you wanna leave this angel out all year as a beacon of hope, as a sign for the future, as a statement of peace. I love this angel.
Look at this.
Look at that. Look at that even just on a piano. Right? And with a white wall background, this can transform a space.
The lights are so vibrant.
Bright.
They're so vibrant. You can see how they're kind of bouncing off the back wall. Even when we saw that shot of them on the porch, they were bouncing around that porch as well. Remember, these lights are more vibrant than last year as well, and you're getting the movement as well. So when you think about the decorating that you want to do this year, whether you're doing a lot of decorating, maybe you're doing something a little more simple, the things that we always want, we want like that recognizable sculpture, something that kind of brings a smile to your face, whether it's the tree or the angel. You want a little bit of that light. Now the light is customizable, right? Now you can pick the light that you want, including that crisp, clean, white light. And then if you can add a little bit of movement into that, yes, you're getting those animated wings in there as well. All of those things that you want, whether you're decorating a lot, whether it's just simple, maybe it's just one piece. I do want to give you a heads up right now. We're getting twice as many orders in the angel as we are in the tree. And I just want to give everybody the heads up. If you've got your eye on this, if you're kind of on the fence, if you're watching and thinking, remember, that crisp white light right there, you're getting that included as well. That's just another function.
Exactly.
So you can do the colored lights, or I think that's great. You know, sometimes I think too, looking at these this morning, I was looking at them, not only holiday, but I can see other occasions where you would want that white angel to be present.
Oh, so many, Ty. I mean, really, you know, my son came out, he said, where is the angel protecting our house? And when you think about an angel protecting your house, if you think about, so many of us have angels in our lives, we have angel collectors, people who you know appreciate angels, who would see something like this and say, well, I've seen so many angels, but I've never seen one where the light, the wings are actually set into motion. And our inspiration for the angel was our tree topper, our smaller 1 foot, just 12-inch tabletop piece where her wings were set in motion. You all love her. And you said, we want her even bigger. We want her as a statement. We want her as a guardian angel to protect our home. This is something that you can have out all year round.
Okay, now watch, take a look at the angel. Take a look at the changes in color.
So this is gonna be that color flash. So this shows off all those RGB functionality. Again, RGB lights are the most expensive of all.
Yes.
These are really unbelievable. And so I feel we've added all of these features, 8 different lighting functions, which you can see on the side there so that you can get all of the names. These all are the different lighting features that are in each of the tree and the angel, which I love so much that you have both of the functionality in there. If you're somebody who loves to decorate with white light one night, but then you want to go multi the next night, you can do that with this, which I love so much, so that you have so much flexibility in your decorating. You become your own decorator, right? You can change your mind each night. If you know an angel lover, you know, my mother, she collects angels. She loves angels. I gifted her the angel. She adores it. And she said when all of her friends come over, they stand around, they love it so much because it's just, it is mesmerizing. We were talking about how it sort of transports you to a different place. Look at
the
that.
look at the effect here. Again, she has that kind of floating sense of like floating, and there's an ethereal sense to it. And again, that Christmas tree as well, you're able to change the light, customize it, big, vibrant light, the fiber optics add so much to it, because I think, there's lighting and we see lighting. The way the fabric is on the outside that picks up the light, the glitter picks up the light, and then the addition of the fiber optics, and then the addition of the movement, you're getting kind of everything you want. And you mentioned it earlier, I think the size is just right? Sometimes we look for things that we want like showstopper pieces, but I don't have room for something that's 8 feet. You know what I mean? I don't have room, I don't have the money for that.
Let's be realistic.
Right, or it's something smaller. I love those pieces, but maybe you want that showstopper piece this year, and it's under $100 right now.
It's unbelievable.
Look at these close shots that you're getting right here of the lights movement. I love the movement that you're getting. Speaking of movement, looks like her dress is moving, looks like she's floating. So I know we only have about 4 minutes here, but just for a moment, if you're tuning in right now, and this is your first time shopping with us, and maybe the first time shopping with Mr. Christmas, Mary, can you tell us about Mr. Christmas a little bit? I'm such a huge fan.
Oh, thank you, Ty. So my grandfather started our family business 90 years ago this year, 1933.
Wow.
He started our business in Huntington, West Virginia, and he loved building things that you could put in a department store window. That's actually part. He started by selling tinsel in the back of his truck, and then decorating store windows. So department stores, think of New York City, think of going down the street and seeing something like this. I'm so proud to be here as a family business, to be here in his legacy, and to be here with something that's this special, that's this mesmerizing and beautiful, that you wouldn't see anywhere else, because we had to work with our engineers and our design team to create something this bright, this beautiful, that has all of that functionality, but that also has those points of animation. Because you have seen angels and you have seen trees, but you've never seen ones with all of the points of the fiber optic light, with all of the lights that fill the body of the angel and the body of the tree so incredibly well. This is the feat of Mr. Christmas, and this is something I'm so proud of as our family business. 90 years in business. 90
years, and that is why you get the feel of this very homey feel, this nostalgic feel, this love in these pieces. Plus, on top of that, they push the technology with the fiber optics, with the lighting, with the movement. So Mr. Christmas combines those things so well, and that's why you're getting this. You're not getting something that looks like, oh, it'll be popular this year, but not next year. Mr. Christmas, year after year, is beautiful, great design. And that is why over 1,000 have been ordered just since midnight. This is the first presentation in the morning here. You have 2 options. I do want to remind you, the Angel selling twice as fast as the Christmas tree. It's selling very, very quickly here. So your item number you see on your screen right there. The other side of this is we were able to get less of the Christmas tree. So we brought in less of the Christmas tree, more limited in the Christmas tree, but the Angel is going much faster. Maybe this is it this year where you have that kind of show-stopping piece. Is this the year where you're having Christmas at your house? Is this the year where, we're having the family over, we're having the friends over, people are coming in from out of town, and you really want to make it special? This will make it special, right? This is a special piece.
And you were saying it's the same kind of engineering and mechanics that we put into our climbing Santa or the carousel next to you. And now we've brought that kind of magic for outdoor. We've given you these unbelievable lighting effects, this angel with the animated wings, this tree with the rotating topper, all of this. These are the things that we'll remember, that the kids will remember. I know they will. I mean, my son has already said, where is our angel protecting our house? We're gonna have to put her back out. My husband called me last night. He said, we're gonna have to get 2. We need to flank our front door. This is because this lighting, you've never seen anything like this. And of course, at this price, it's just crazy to be able to offer it there. So this is so exciting.
And this might be someone's tree this year. If you don't want to do the big tree, they're having to put the big pieces together, or this could be their tree, could be the tree in the kids' room, could be the tree in the guest room.
I love that.
Okay, this is your opportunity, $99.95. Love when Meryl is here. Love having Mr. Christmas. It's just a great feel.
I'm so excited to be here today.
And did you notice we matched sweaters today?
We did that
Very
on purpose.
cool, keeping the holiday going. holiday going.
Merry Christmas.
Have a lovely day.
Thank you,
Always
Ty.
good to see
Great
you.
to see you.
Okay, follow me over here. We're going to head over again. We're going to keep talking about holiday decor, and I do want to remind you.